So, nice to be here today. I just wanted to first, thank you. Just want to first acknowledge Sergio Beretta and Richard Sons, who is pioneering this accelerating technology readiness program at BPI in the past few years, right, before I start. So, well, first off, it's nice to be in a research day like today because it reminds me of once I was a graduate student, exciting about research, and also with a dream to make real-world impacts, right? So it's nice to see everybody. And as in many of the researchers' career path, what I came to realize and discover was many fascinating things. And one of the things was what's great, the great scientific work alone doesn't translate to real-world impacts. You need way more along the way, right? And so, case in point is when you take the material from discovery stage all the way to commercialization, deployment, statistically speaking, it's a 10-year plus time frame, $100 million that you need to raise, right? And many invention, as we've seen, stops at the publication levels. This statistics is not the failure of science. It's the challenge of technology development process. So I wanted to point you to, or make you sensitive to, the D of the R&D equation, right? That's what the ATR program is trying to enhance, right? So what is it? It's really to equip you with the development lens, right? This is not to take away from the research, but to enhance it, right? So think about enhancement in terms of what do you need to be aware of, moving technology towards, all the various steps in the previous slides, right? So this is what we do. That's what the program is designed to do. What is it for? Who is it for? Really, you guys, right? Graduate students working on very promising results, research teams, right? Some cool projects that has potential to change the world. That's what we are focusing on. A few things of what we can do for you. Technology development expertise with the network that we have, right? Me, myself, I take the company from startups into Series A level. This is on the technology development space, hand-on guidance. And from time to time, we were lucky enough to get funding. And then we also seed some of that development into different projects, right? What do we do when we work with you? We ask a few questions. And typically, you come up with the answers, really, right? But we just, asking the right question and give you that lens. For example, technical value proposition. Many times you say, we ask, why is it that your technology is better than what's out there? And you describe, and they say, okay, good, quantify it, right? We need to go back to the lab, quantify it. And after you quantify it, does it matter to consumers? Your customer, does it matter to them? Right? The second question is, what are the different risks that your technology may be facing? Can we de-risk it earlier? Right? Your source material, the material that you can buy from Aldrich, is this commercially available in large scale? Right? Some of your byproducts, can you even dispose it? Stuff like that. Okay. The last question is scalability. Can you scale this thing? Is one of your process scalable industrially? If it doesn't, what is the price point that you're going to be looking at? Right? So these are some key questions that we ask. I just wanted to give you some flavors, some solid examples of what we did in the past 6 months. Acknowledgement to the Applied Science Endowment Funds. Last year, we were giving a small fund so that we launched a call, if you remember, in September, to help a number of projects. We select 6 projects. One of the 6 is here. The others, we are now analyzing all the results, but they're all moving along really nicely. One of the projects, for example, this one, has developed a cellulose nanocrystal for joint injection. This is osteoarthritis injection, right? The result in the lab showed great breakthrough in terms of stability and longevity of the lubricant itself, right? They even filed patents, so strong science. So the next logical step they ask is, how do they go about doing product development strategy? Okay, so we worked with the team for the last 6 months, looking at the results, technical results, and we ask a question, they answer it, right? We ask a question, these technical parameters, what does it mean in terms of the attributes of the products, right? What does compressive strength translate to in terms of joints when you walk, when you run? And basically distill that down, normalize it, translate that into a radar chart, right? That map against 6 other commercially available products out there. And basically, this type of chart and this type of understanding in the translation allows the team to see where they sit relative to the incumbent products in the marketplace, and therefore, what's the strength and what's the area that they need to improve. So it's kind of directed the team into that product development pathways, right? Prioritization. So if this sounds good to you, my message to you is, the gap between this great science and real world, it's a big gap, and you don't have to face this alone in the program. At UBC Bioproduct Institute, we're here to help, right, with a number of partners that we have, along with different programs within UBC. So just some few call for actions. We have just watch for the call that we are expecting in the fall. Hopefully there will be some also small fund to help you participate. There's an event coming up on Monday, the next slide that I wanted to point you to, and reach out, right? Talk to us, call me. My office is always open. Just come by, chat. Okay. And that's an event on Monday for Sergio and our technical analyst, Brandon, who's going to host this. Okay. Thank you.